Let me show you how I use OpenClaw in my real workflow. This is my personal setup. And this is how I'm currently using it. I use OpenClaw very heavily in my daily workflow across almost everything I do. As you can see, I've built multiple workflows, practical use cases, and many connected systems around it. You'll also notice several cron jobs, custom agents, specialized skills, and automations running inside this OpenClaw environment. I've built a collection of custom skills around it, so it can do real work inside my own environment. For web automation, I created a browser skill and a web scout agent that can use my logged-in browser session. And if I'm not logged in, it can securely fetch my credentials from Bitwarden and complete the login flow on its own. I also built custom scripts and skills so my OpenClaw assistant, Mitra, can use my thermal printer directly. For research, I developed a dedicated research agent so it can go much deeper than a normal shallow lookup. I also created a skill that allows Mitra to connect with my home assistant setup and perform actions inside my home automation system. At this point, I use OpenClaw very heavily for work, research, automation, and practical task execution. So this is not just a demo or an experiment, it is a real working system that I use regularly. As you've already seen, OpenClaw is not just responding with text. It is actually using my thermal printer and performing real printing tasks. You've also seen it generate images, create company logos, and help with brainstorming around business ideas. It supports me with research, planning, and even thinking through how to start new business ideas in a structured way. That's why I use it constantly throughout the day, for all kinds of practical work. At this point, OpenClaw really feels like a working companion in my daily life. You can also observe how naturally it responds. It can analyze images shared with it, understand context, and help me in day-to-day tasks in a very practical way. You've also seen it access my home automation setup and perform real actions for me. All of that is possible because of the custom skills and scripts I developed around it. And in the chats I'm sharing here, you can also see real examples of how I use it. For example, I can ask it to use my browser and research products like t-shirts, and it can carry out the task very effectively. Across these examples, you'll notice that I use it extensively for everyday research, brainstorming, web search, document analysis, and task execution. So these days, it helps me with almost everything.